Hey there, it's Crystal here, and I just wanted to thank you once again for joining our Coach Open House, our sneak peek. And I also wanted to just touch base with you and let you know that we are going to be sharing a few coach stories every single day over the next 4 days with you. We have over 600 coaches now on our team, so you're not going to get to hear from everybody. That would be a little overwhelming, but you are going to get to hear from a few coaches each day, just a little bit about our story, how we got started with Beachbody, also how we work Beachbody into our daily crazy busy lives, and how it's changed us as well. So I'm going to be the first one to share my story with you, and I'm really excited to do so. I know personally I could talk for a really long time, so I'm going to try and keep this to just a few minutes. So it's going to be the shortened version of my story. I have been a personal trainer for over 13 years now. And I've always been interested in health and fitness. I've always had a passion for it. Not to say that I've always been perfect in my life with it, though. I've definitely had ups and downs and been through bumps, and there's definitely many days where I don't feel like working out. But I've always really been interested in it, and I felt that it's my calling personally. I've always wanted to pay it forward and just help people, because we have a huge epidemic of people who just either are bombarded by information and have no idea what to do or how to apply things, or just don't know what to do. And we're dealing with the biggest crisis that we have in the states now, with obesity and people being overweight, and 2/3 of our country is that way now. And so I am excited to be able to help people to learn how to become the best version of themselves, and that's something I've always been passionate about. And now I get to do that through coaching. So when I first started, like I said, I was a personal trainer, and I had my son. He's almost 4 now, and I had cut back on my hours. I was working full-time as a trainer, and then I cut back on my hours when I had him, because I wanted to stay at home with him. So what I did is I just worked just a few hours in the morning before my husband would go to work, and so that cut back on my income somewhat, but we were still, doing well, and everything was fine as far as finance-wise. At that point, we were making it, just to say the least. It wasn't great or anything, but we were making do. And so a year had gone by, and basically, even though I was still working a few hours in the morning, I was, and I hate saying this, but I was kind of bummed out about. I kind of felt a little not as a little unfulfilled with being a mom. Being a mom is great, 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 great. But I felt like I was missing something, like I needed something for myself, like I wanted something a little bit more. And so enter in Beachbody. Let me tell you this first. I really honestly wanted nothing to do with this at first. I have seen clients uh, use different products and stuff in the past, and I was not impressed by any of these products. And I even have family members who are very active in certain companies and other multi-level marketing companies and stuff like that, and I have seen them yo-yo, and I've read the ingredients in those products, and I would never recommend those to anybody that I am trying to help. So I totally prejudged this when it was first presented to me, and I was like, no way, no way. I will not have anything to do with that. I think that stuff is crap. That's not my thing. And my father-in-law is the one who brought this to me, and he's a businessman, and he always has been. And he's like, I honestly really think you need to look at this. And so like I said, I told him no right away. And he finally, he told me again, he's like, I think we're on vacation or something. It was in the summer, we were on a family vacation, and he's like, Crystal, you need to just check this out. Just look at this. And so I looked at Shakeology, and I was actually impressed. And I was already making my own superfood shakes, at home, which had maybe a tenth of the ingredients that Shakeology has. And so I did a little bit more research. I looked into how it was processed. I looked into the different ingredients that were there and where they got their ingredients from, where they're sourced, all that kind of stuff. And I was really, really impressed. And so I was like, all right, you know what? Maybe this could be something that when people ask me, for a recommendation for a supplement or something like that, I can recommend to them. I'd feel good recommending it. And this is going to be so much easier for me. It's actually going to save me money. I know you don't hear that one often, but going to save me money compared to what I was actually spending on trying to make my own stuff. And so I was like, yeah, let's do it. Sure, let's do it. And I honestly thought that it was going to be, a little bit of residual income or whatnot. So, as you know, like usually you sign up with a challenge pack, which is a workout program and Shakeology when you sign up. And so I chose Insanity Asylum because I was like, these at-home workout videos, these are going to be silly and they're not going to be able to give me a good workout and all that kind of stuff. And again, I prejudged it. And so we got Insanity Asylum, my husband and I, thinking like, oh, this could be maybe somewhat challenging. Let's see, let's find out. And we got it, and it totally kicked our butt. It totally kicked our butt. And so again, I was humbled and I was impressed. And so I started to pay attention to, I looked around my Coach Online office. I started to pay attention to what other coaches were saying and started realizing like the potential with this opportunity. And so I started just for fun running these challenge groups and doing, putting together these groups for people that I had, known in the past that I was no longer working with, or people that would come to me and ask me questions and stuff like that. So I was putting these groups together and I was like, wow, you know what? Like, I could really do something with this. Like, I love this. It was really satisfying and really gratifying, and I felt good when I was helping people through this, and it felt like that little something that I was missing. It was for me, but at the same time, it didn't disrupt my family lifestyle, what I was, how I was staying at home with my kids, my one kid at the time, and it fit really nicely into my lifestyle and fulfilled that kind of thing that I was missing when I stayed at home with my kids. And so it was really, really awesome. And I started pursuing it, and I started working 1 hour a day consistently for my whole entire first year. That is what I committed. You can work more than that, or you can work less than that. We have all different ranges of what coaches do, but that's what I did. And I started to move my business forward, and I had some great success. And from there, it's just blossomed and kind of grown like wildfire. We have a book that we read called The Compound Effect. And if you guys have ever heard of it, it's like the snowball effect, basically. Like whatever that you do consistently grows and grows and grows until all of a sudden you're like, wow, I cannot believe that's happened. And like for me personally, I'm like, wow, I cannot believe that there's a team of over 600 people underneath me right now. Like I didn't do that by myself, but just by like the love of Beachbody products and the love of fitness and how we're feeling and how this stuff changes our lives, it just spreads like wildfire. So I never thought that it would be like this. I never thought, I was like, that this could possibly happen. But now I get to work from home. I work approximately 3 to 5 hours a day now, and I'll never work more than that. That'll be the cap of what I'll always do. And so I work around my family and my schedule. So I will typically work at nap time in the afternoon, and then most often I get most of my stuff done after my kids are in bed. I still make sure that, I go out on a date night every single week with my husband. I still have at least one other day or night where it's just us. We're normal. I'm not working the business. I sit on the couch, we watch TV or a movie or something like that. So we have those boundaries, and I'm still growing my business, and I'm still moving forward and getting this stuff done. So it's changed my life just because of the fact that honestly, like we've always lived paycheck to paycheck. We've never had a savings. We never knew how we could possibly ever afford to have a house in Southern California where I live. And all of this it's changed it all. Beachbody has changed that all. The fact that I love what I do, I am passionate about it. I get to help people and pay it forward on a regular basis. I see other people changing their life for the better, whether or not they just feel more confident or they actually are having, health issues that are cured or solved and stuff like that. I mean, it's just so rewarding. It's the job. Often coaches say this. It's the job I never knew I always wanted. And it's so, so true. Anyways, I've been rambling on for over 10 minutes now. I apologize. I could probably talk about it for like hours upon hours, but I just hope that you guys will be checking out all of our coach stories, kind of learning a little bit about the people on our team, and that this is a really incredible opportunity, and seeing if that this could be a good fit for you. So I hope you enjoy it, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon.